This is the story of Marcus Mays, the infamous, the man, the myth, the legend of Eastside Piru, the Lincoln Village legend himself, the block named after him, 3400 Mays Block, Viking Drive. Let's get into it though. See, May 28th, 2008, we're going back good 10 plus. You know, regular day, walking through your block, walking through your hood, and then, you know, some niggas swerve up. Some niggas come through looking for trouble. Some motherfuckers that alleged somehow got into it at the light rail station, if I'm not mistaken, but that's what the article say. This is all from what the article, Google, my research, and you know, them niggas flipped a bitch on Marcus Mays and his partner, some Mexican dudes, and they was on that with them niggas for whatever reason. But from the article, it said they had like a confrontation at the light rail, or it was something, but that's what it say. And so, you know, they was challenged to a fight. So Marcus Mays, nigga, start swinging on bruh. And the nigga, while he was pulling the gun, the niggas was fighting. And Marcus Mays' partner wrestling the gun from a nigga. That's a real partner right there. That's a real friend. Where you fighting, the nigga pulling a gun, you trying to wrestle the gun for the nigga. Shots go off. Bing, bang, bow, bow. Shots go off. And, you know, niggas got to retreat. They ain't got no burner on them. So, dude get low. And Marcus Mays falling to the ground, and dude was standing over him type shit and was shooting. And they say he got shot through his shoulder and it traveled down to his heart. But they say he got hit and he bounced up from the ground and was running and fell like after 10 seconds. So, and they say it was like about 5-6 shots let off that neighbors heard and people was in the area. See, around that time, 2008, nigga was like about 15. But this not a person I even knew or heard of until the incident. But it was like he was that much of a person out there, and to a lot of people that knew him, that it got back to me through other people. It was like talked about in school a little bit and just round through the area, like about the situation. I never even knew who he was. And I believe he was Hispanic, or it could be mixed with white or something. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But that's what is stated in the article, you know. And his name is legendary in the East. So a lot of people, and then probably everybody in the East know Marcus Mays. They know that name, that name, a lot of people know that name. And I believe he was like a teenager, or early 20s, believably a teenager, believed to be a teenager to me. And that's a person that Celly Ru always talk about. That's a person that a lot of people in the East talk about, because they named his name after a block, after the block in Lincoln Village. So if a nigga say from the village, what block you from? From the Mays block, 3400. That's what they repping. So that was a nigga that they really loved and care about. And a nigga that meant a lot to niggas over there on that side, to name a block after you. That block is legendary, named after Marcus Mays. But this is a short story because it's only going off the article. Like, he wasn't like a rapper or none of that. And he was a popular person in his area, and throughout other places in Sacramento, people that know him. I believe he knew a lot of people, and a lot of people knew him because his name is remembered, Marcus Mays. But the niggas that shot him and shit end up going to jail and getting life and all that type of shit. But, you feel me? It just be little shit like that. Like just a regular day, walking through the hood, and you get into it with some niggas. It's already a fight, and a nigga pull a pistol. So Marcus Mays had to be getting the upper hand. Nigga pull a pistol, you letting off shots. His friend is a rider for real. That's really his partner. Nigga, I probably lived with him. You feel me? The whole situation. He really wrestling a nigga with a gun. That's like some movie shit. You wrestling a nigga with a gun. He letting off shots and hella shit, and then your homie get killed after we were just walking down the street. You know, and it just be crazy, man. Like especially around that time, I was a teenager. I believe they was teenagers. Like niggas wasn't doing just like random shit. It wasn't always heard of like that. Like niggas to go to parties and get in fights and be places where where niggas don't get into it. That's where everything kind of really started kicking off around that time, early 2000, mid 2000s and shit, and all that type of shit. So that's probably what made it so big. Like, damn, nigga got shot over it. Niggas was fighting and niggas got shot. What the fuck? It probably was just something that just, like, damn. Like, that was around that time when niggas was getting killed and we was teenagers. So niggas was like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, you really wanted to know the story. So I believe that's what made it so big. Because the East is in their own area and we didn't know too many niggas in the East like that to really, for it to matter to us, you know. But back then, like I said, when shit like that happen and niggas get shot in a party or killed or somebody gets shot, anything, especially from a fight, and cause niggas was still fighting back then. Like niggas probably had a gun, but it wasn't like niggas getting killed left and right. Like as time progressed. But you know, that's what probably made it that big, man. But this is a short story. I'm gonna make it part one. I'm gonna get more into detail about it. Just want to touch on it. Marcus Mays, rest in peace. 3400 Mays Block. It's named after him, Lincoln Village.